We are ready for action here in USWA Wrestling. Our next bout is a one-fall, 10-minute time limit. And coming now, making his way to the ring area is downtown Bruno. Bruno, I understand, will be the official referee for this next bout.
That's what we were told. That Bill Rush still shaken up after being jarred with that chain. So downtown Bruno is... We know that, Tasha, yes. Let's go to Corey.
Okay, Lance, here we go with action here. One fall, 10 minutes in time. First introducing to my right, tag team. And this mixed tag team out of Memphis, Tennessee. Here is Miss Tasha and her partner, Motley Cruz.
That's the real ladies champion. Don't forget it, Corey.
If at first you don't succeed, you try and try again. Well, Susan sat by attending to the job, but I got somebody who will, and her name is Tasha, and she will get Miss Texas out of wrestling, I guarantee.
We'll see Miss Patricia on the other side of the ring. Coming in as a tag team out of Dallas, Texas, Miss Texas. And her partner out of Fantasy Island, the Spellbinder. We're ready for action. Bruno, the official referee, over to Lance Russell, Dave Brown.
Yeah, that official referee, Dave, I don't know. He's over talking with a Spellbinder, and I imagine Miss Texas a little upset about Bruno being a referee, the problems that she's had with him. But Bill Rush, in case you missed it and just got in with us, Bill Rush got injured in the opening bout, and he is unable to come back and do it. So we are ready for the bell, and here we go in a mixed tag team match.
Yes, indeed. It's Tasha starting against Miss Texas. These two have gone against each other in single matches for the USWA ladies title. This time in a mixed match, and the way those rules work, when one of the women is in, the other one must come in, and when one of the men is in, the other one must come in. Bruno, the referee, I don't like that at all. I didn't say it. But Bill Rush injured, and Bruno apparently is the only one around back there that had a valid referee license for the state going back to some time ago. So
he's refereed, yeah.
Here he is.
Miss Texas takes Motley Cruz, and Tasha over and down. Boy, she is some kind of athlete, this Miss Texas is. We didn't mention Patricia's out here in the corner of the team of Tasha and Motley Cruz, so that's just another disturbing factor in terms of this particular match. Spellbinder takes the tag, and that means he is in against Motley Cruz. Spellbinder has been looking very good of recent. He's really shaped up, seems to have picked up a little speed, and has had a nice record going here in the last weeks. Motley Cruz, can't tell you a lot about. He's been here before, but I don't really know that much about him. Round goes the arm, and Spellbinder, powerful son of a gun, Dave. Physical being has never been one of his problems. He has really got it.
Yeah, the upper body strength has always been impressive by Spellbinder since we first saw him. Look at him go here. There's a little of that speed you were talking about. And he pops Motley Cruz down to the mat. Got a nice hip toss on him, and Mr. Cruz heads back over to the corner. I thought he was going to make the tag, but he doesn't do it. He comes back for more. Nice arm bar. Spellbinder with that strength yanked on the arm and had to put some pretty tremendous pressure on the shoulder. When he did, there he goes again. See how he just sort of straightens it out for Motley Cruz?
He's cheating.
Over in the corner, Tasha on one side, Miss Texas on the other. Mixed men's and women's tag match here today with an unusual referee, downtown Bruno.
Look in there and see him refereeing. It's got to be a little shock, particularly with Miss Texas there. But he was forced into duty as Bill Rush was injured as Brian Christopher lost his temper and slammed him with a chain on his hand and decked Rush. As the Spellbinder keeps in control with that arm bar on Motley Cruz.
up anytime he wants to.
What he does?
And the power being put on that arm right against the elbow.
Yeah, the Motley Crue not very happy about that situation. And Bruno, I heard Bruno tell Spellbinder, yeah, he can give up anytime he wants to. And Spellbinder said that's fine. He put the heat on, but Motley Crue still has not given it up. He's hanging in there, back on his feet, trying to pull hair, not getting much of a handful from Spellbinder, has that short haircut. Look here, around behind him, up in the air, big body slam by the Spellbinder. Motley Crue has found himself in considerable trouble all the time he's been in there today.
The other two, that is Miss Texas and Tasha, they've got a little history that goes back. They've had some matches with each other that have been some corkers, and so they will be, whenever one is in, the other one will be in. There's the tag from Motley Crue to Tasha, and that means Miss Texas enters. She's right into a standing side headlock, cranking away on the head of Tasha, who shakes her loose, and she comes off. She plants that shoulder hard, takes Tasha right off her feet, and she rakes across the eyes, back to the rope. The whip, Texas in. Patricia grabs the leg. I knew we had a fourth influence. We still don't know about Bruno. So far, he's doing a pretty good job refereeing in there. As Tasha dropped to the elbow, and look at Texas coming after Patricia. As she grabs her from behind by the hair, Motley Crue drops down, nails Miss Texas right from behind. Come on, Spellbinder needs to get out here and break this one up as Tasha slams down Texas on the floor. Motley Crue drops with that elbow and nailed her hard.
Spellbinder being sent back to the corner by Bruno. Now when he sees what's going on, they're rolling Miss Texas back in the ring. There's Tasha. She's got a chokehold on her. Bruno sees that and calls for a break.
They beat her up pretty good outside the ring over here on the floor between Tasha and Motley Crue. Whoa! And as Miss Texas comes off the rope, she's caught with that clothesline and slammed down to the mat. She runs back over and grabs, I think that's Motley Crue's kerchief, Dave. Rips it around her neck, but Bruno is so tied up with Spellbinder, he missed it. Back over to the ropes and draped over the top rope. And Spellbinder getting sick of them double and triple teaming Miss Texas. Comes across the ring, and he's immediately run back in. You saw Motley Crue leaning down on it. Miss Texas had her feet being held by Tasha.
And now Tasha working on Miss Texas, who's off her feet. She's hanging onto the rope. Now she's back on her feet. Tasha's waiting at from around behind Motley Crue with that kerchief, using it to choke her and hold her back on the ropes. Tasha fires her across the way. She's close enough. She hangs on and makes a tag. Great move by Miss Texas. Oh, look out. We got them all in there. Texas against Tasha. It's the Spellbinder against Motley Crue. Together they run them, and Tasha hits the mat. Spellbinder's got Motley Crue down in a pin position, but they're under the ropes. Miss Texas with a press. 1, 2. He got it. Boy, a lot of action at the end of it there. But Miss Texas gets the count of 3. You know, I think I have to say, in all fairness, Bruno did a pretty good job of refereeing that match.
Yes, he did. 1, 2, 3. That's the end of it right there. The winners will be Spellbinder and Miss Texas. We've got more action. A tag team bout coming up with the title at stake in just a few.